Welcome viewers to the Atlantida apartments in Los Cristianos Tenerife. That was my room there, number 7. That is a superior 1-bedroom apartment. The only difference really with these apartments, they've got 20 of them in this complex. It's got aircon in the living room. Be warned, the standard rooms without aircon are absolutely roasting in this complex. So if you can get the superior one, it's not much more money, but they do something that's very annoying, and I'll let you know about that just in a wee second. Let me know your thoughts. It's a really kind of decent family complex, this one. It's like a maze. It's a very big complex. If you're staying at the very end up the main road near the Christian Sur, your apartment will be quite a long walk away, and that actually ties into what I'm going to tell you about in a wee second. So let's take a wee walk. I'm going to show you the location of these apartments if you are considering them. I really like the location of these apartments. They're halfway up Cardiac Hill, maybe not even halfway, a third. So they're not too far up the hill, but they're just right next to the promenade and the beach. So if you're heading down to the Sunday market, you're just 5 minutes walk away. Down at the promenade, the Moccalino cocktail bar, 5 minutes, not even that probably. So location wise, I think is very good. Bear in mind, as I said, some of the rooms are a long walk away from here. They've got 2 or 3 swimming pools, small swimming pools. They're absolutely fine. There's the reception area here. Entertainment on as well. So as I said, it's quite a good family complex. There's the grid of entertainment on. Mini discos on at night as well. About 8:30, I think, the mini disco. They've got sometimes live music, karaoke. I have done another video showing you the bar and the restaurant previously, so you can check that out. So it's quite a good family complex. It's the Checkin Bungalows Atlantida, it's called. Okay, so they've got, looks like they've got a wee excursion desk set up here as well. Okay, let's head out. I'm going to show you the exact location of this. I'm actually walking up the way to the left to meet my parents and little Polly at the Christian Sur apartments. So I'll show you the contrast in the locations. Now, you can actually go up that way. If you go up these steps, they're very steep steps. If you go up these steps and then turn right, it takes you out to the Bull and Moon and Scotch Mist, but the steps are absolutely cardiac steps, so I wouldn't recommend actually going that way. I'd probably stick to this way. Okay, so this is out on the main road. Now my room is number 7, and the actual balcony, it's actually quite a good balcony, but there's no view or anything like that. You're looking onto that artificial kind of hedge wall there. It's not that noisy, to be fair, even though I'm on this road. Didn't find it that noisy. So at this point you've got a decision to make. If I just want to head down here, in fact it's not even 5 minutes, that's the Comodoro and the H10 Big Sur over there. So if you just walk down to where the taxis are at the bottom, that almost takes you out onto the promenade. So location I think is brilliant. You've only got this small hill to negotiate on the way up here. But if you do want to go up the hill, up here on the right hand side, you've got the El Mirador strip, which I'll show you just in a wee second. The El Mirador strip is kind of really my favourite place in Los Cristianos, all the bars and restaurants. So I was mentioning, my room is through here. It's literally, look, it's through the wee gap here. So they put this wee artificial, it's like a Christmas tree. It just gives you a wee bit of privacy. To be fair, it's quite private, but you have got neighbours next to you either side, so there's no avoiding it. You will see people when you come out. The walls aren't big. So there's a couple of things, yeah, they're not great. Depends how much you pay for it. Paul and Laura and Polly, they're in a standard 1 bed. Their balcony, I would say, is better than mine, although they're up 1 floor, so you have got people kind of walking by you quite a lot, but it's not too bad. It does get the sun, this complex, as well. So let me tell you about the annoying thing. Hold on to flip the camera. Okay, that was too close to yours, wasn't it? Right, how annoying is this? So you pay for air conditioning on the superior rooms. It's not much difference. It's maybe £7 or £8 per night. It's definitely worth getting. And saying that, the aircon is only in the living room, so the bedroom's still quite hot, I found, but it's still going to be better than nothing at all. So you pay for the aircon, and then I checked in to the room and I couldn't figure out how to get the air conditioning on, and I'll tell you why in a wee second. Okay, let's walk round the corner. Right, so at this point, so if you're at that Atlantida, you've really not got much of a walk up the hill here. It's still a wee hill, but it's not bad at all. Just round the corner here, we've got the El Mirador strip. So Olivina apartments there as well. I've got a wee restaurant and a supermarket attached to it. And Mongolian restaurant on the corner. Taylor's Lounge that we were in for quite a long time yesterday. Great bar for watching the football, Taylor's. Lots of other bars up there, GG's, Bojangles, Dillon's, Happy Days. Right at the top, you've got Casey's Bar, Paradise Park. You can see the kids' play area up the top there. That's the top of the Passarella Centre near the Attic Bar. Attic Bar's another really good bar as well. Really nice staff in Attic Bar. So location wise, I'm a wee bit out of breath to be fair. But it's actually a really good location. I like it because you're not right up the hill like you would be at the top of Castle Harbour, Paradise Park, but at the same point you're pretty close to everything here. Now, if you did want to go left here, you can head down this way. There's quite a few bars obviously down this way, which I'm just going to quickly show you. We're going to head up to Cristianos Tenerife. So let me tell you about the annoying thing. So when I checked in yesterday, I was thinking, where's the remote for the air conditioning? And I couldn't find it. And I was like, sometimes it happened in hotels before, but they put it in drawers and stuff like that, and you have to find it. It's like a game, it's like a treasure hunt. But I searched the whole apartment, and I couldn't find it at all. And then I thought, oh, I'll just come back later on. I actually forgot all about it. I'll come back later on, and if it's really hot in the room, I'll just make sure I get the aircon on. But I might need to ask reception, how do you turn it on? So I was looking in the wall for any meters or anything, and I basically forgot all about it. Come back in at 1 in the morning, the room was roasting, right? 19th hole over there, Buddy's Bar, the Fox. So a lot of bars on your doorstep. The room was absolutely roasting, and I went to reception at 1 in the morning. Now bear in mind, I am very close to reception in that room, but some of the other rooms are miles away, right? So you would need to walk all the way there. And I had the craziest excuse ever when I went to reception there, Scotch Mist. Go in there for a wee bit of breakfast, Sunday roast, Bull and Moon down there as well, go and see Big Davy. Let's head up to Cristianos Tenerife. So I spoke to them at reception, Buddy's over there, and I says, how do you get the aircon on? Bear in mind this is 1 in the morning. And they basically said, yeah, you need to get it from the reception and you need to pay €20 deposit for the air conditioning remote control. Now I don't really have an issue with that, but I don't have an issue with that if they actually tell you when you check in, by the way, before you walk all the way to your room. Now again, let me illustrate, I was lucky with the room. Builders follow me again. Rimini restaurant there's quite nice, Paul and Laura recommend it. I was lucky with the room was pretty close to me, but some of the rooms in there are a very long walk, and especially if you've got a wee baby in a pram, one of you's going to have to go all the way back and then say, can I get the remote control for the air conditioning? So I says to them, I says, why are you not telling me when I check in that I need to get a remote control for the air conditioning? Now, instead of them just being honest, in my opinion, and saying, Kevin, because it costs a lot of money to put aircon on and we're hoping you go in the room and you just think, oh, it's not that bad, and you never ask for the aircon even though you've paid for it on the superior room and it should automatically be there. Instead of just being honest and saying, listen, you need to ask for it, we don't tell you about it, they said, well, we know when you check in you're pretty tired and all that, so we don't really give you all the information and stuff like that, which must be the craziest excuse I've ever heard for not giving somebody a remote for the air conditioning. And I says, right, so as opposed to me then coming in after being out all night, coming in at 1 in the morning and having to come up and get the air conditioning unit remote control from you, I said that makes no sense whatsoever. And I basically just, to be fair, the girl was like, yeah, okay, I'll take that on board, the feedback. Tenerife Sir, Aguamar, Funchal Strip, all the wee bars there as well. Instead of basically just saying, Kevin, yeah, we messed up there. In future now, when everybody checks in, if you've paid for aircon, we're going to tell you, you have to get the remote control for the aircon and pay a deposit. I don't really have an issue with the deposit. I mean, I'm not going to steal the remote, am I? What's the point in that? No benefit. You need to get deposits in that Atlantida as well for irons and fans and everything else that you take, which is fair enough. I mean, it's no big deal. Although some of the deposits are worth more than the items that you take, but that's kind of standard for these things. This wee cafe here is quite popular in the Christian Sir. It's a nice complex. My parents are staying in here. They're staying just. I was in here last night. It's got a really nice balcony. I think they're staying just up there, from memory. I'm going to head there in a wee second. Let me show you one of the pools in the Christian Sir. That's Atlantic Horizons. Big advantage here. If you're booking accommodation, you can see your room if you book it through the guys, so it's not like a normal hotel where they just allocate you any room. It's a nice complex, Christian Sir. Again, pre-warning, the rooms are pretty hot. There's no aircon as far as I know in any of them. There might be a couple that are not graded, but most of them don't have that. So what do you think, viewers? What is that all about? Hiding the remotes for the aircon until you ask for it? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. The very first thing they should be doing when you check in is telling you you've got aircon in your room, but you need to pay a deposit. Nice pool, isn't it? So that's the very first thing they should be doing. So I found that really annoying. First world problems, I know, no big deal, but why should I have to be going at 1 in the morning and asking for remote controls when they can just tell me when I check in? No big deal. I mean, just tell me when I check in. Anyway, that's me going up to the Christian Sir. Going to see wee Polly, my mum and dad. My mum's not too keen to go on the film, so I can't show you that, unfortunately. Their room is just up here to the left. Again, if you're staying in the Christian Sir, there's no lifts, so be aware. There's quite a lot of steps up to some of these apartments. It's not for everybody, but I do like this complex. Okay, thanks for watching. It was annoying, but I survived the night.